Hello and welcome to another episode of the Organic Adventure Show. I'm your host, Cy Rodriguez, and today I wanted to talk with you a little bit about how to know what the truth is when you're listening to the experts or reading books by the experts on health. And as we're getting into that, I just want to say I've been listening to the Great Health Debate, and this is the kind of information you come across. One person on the second day, Joel Fuhrman, said that salt is really bad for you. It doesn't matter what kind of salt that it is that you're eating. That any kind of salt is going to destroy your health eventually, and that you shouldn't have any salt except for the salt that's in your foods. Then, last night, on the third day of the Great Health Debate, there was a person by the name of Robert O. Young, PhD, who has years of experience working with blood of people and asking questions to try and find out why people's blood looks the way that it does. And he says that salt is one of the absolutely essential fuel sources, and not fuel in the sense of calories, but because of the electrolytes and things in it that make your body work and function properly, that salt is absolutely necessary to have, and that without it you will not be healthy at all. And everybody knows we need a little bit of sodium, but this is two different extremes. So how do you know how to tell what the truth is? You can't probably know for sure. And a lot of times what is good about listening to the experts and the different people who talk is they might provide one little insight that takes you to the next level. Because being healthy is really about finding little tiny significant distinctions at some point along your journey. Because many people reach a relatively high level of health, but maybe they have like a few aches and pains or things consistently, and they just know that maybe they could do something differently. And one little distinction is enough to take you to a level where you feel phenomenally great compared to how you felt before, even though you were relatively and actually pretty healthy. So, that being said, how I decipher what's true when I listen to the experts is by hearing what they're saying, and then hearing their conviction behind what they're saying, and then their evidence to support what they're saying. For example, does somebody have clinical experience or only anecdotal experience? Are they only experimenting on themselves? And if they do have clinical experience, or if they've read studies, for example, as well, but if they have clinical experience, then how many people have they looked at? And how long have they been doing it? Then the next question is, do they have a specific agenda? Do they want you to be a certain way? And did they predetermine that way before they started their research? So if somebody has years and years of experience and they came to conclusions based upon clinical studies or based upon their clinical experience with people they worked with, that are very consistent, it would be a good indication that there's probably some level of truth in the information that they're putting out there about what they discovered. So that's one way to distinguish the information that you're getting out there, or how to translate the information that you're getting out there. And like I said before, the best thing to do is to think of everybody who you listen to as having certain tools, and some of those tools are going to relate to you specifically, and they're going to be things that you can pick up and try right away. And of course, when you try anything on yourself, especially if you don't change a bunch of things at once and you just do one thing different for about 30 days, you're going to have a pretty good idea of how that one thing makes a difference in your life, whether it's something you take out or add in. So that's a little bit of help on how to translate the experts and find out what really is true and works good for you. And I've been listening to the Great Health Debate It's awesome. The information that the people are putting out is cutting edge, as we spoke about before. And if you listen to them, you're going to pick up those little gems, those little insights that are going to take you to the next level, or offer tools to take you to the next level. So I recommend you check the link out that I'm going to be posting below this video, somewhere down here. And may every day be an adventure in health.